We've reached the end of the colon.
In 2000, Katie Couric got a colonoscopy on the Today Show after her husband Jay died of colon cancer. What happened next is called the Couric effect. Scheduling of colonoscopies jumped 20%. In 2008, Couric established Stand Up to Cancer. Here's some stats of what they've accomplished. It's pretty impressive. We're talking over 130 science grants, 9 FDA approvals, worked with 210 plus institutions, 3,000 scientists, 270 plus clinical trials. What a legacy for our next guest, Katie Couric. Hi, Katie. Great to see you.
Alex, always great to be with you as well.
Well, you're back home in New York right now. Nice fireplace, by the way. But we want to show you some photos of some recent shoot here in Los Angeles. Here are some behind-the-scenes pics from Stand Up to Cancer 2023. Which, by the way, airs on all the major TV networks, including this one, on Saturday, August 19th at 8 p.m. Big Star's part of this. It isn't part of the SAG-AFTRA strike, by the way, which is why the stars are able to be a part of this. Katie, what's new and exciting this year?
Well, gosh, you know, this year really is our 15th anniversary. So it's a celebration, Elex. When we started Stand Up to Cancer, Elex, we were all really flummoxed actually by the notion that a lot of scientists and researchers didn't share their knowledge, breakthroughs, and their leads with each other. And it was a very siloed affair. And so our whole strategy is to change the paradigm of cancer research. We feel like if 2 heads are better than 1, 10 heads are better than 2. And as a result, we can move science forward faster.
It's one thing to talk about this in the abstract. It's quite different when you talk about a personal story. And you've met some pretty extraordinary people along the way.
Oh, gosh, have we ever, Alex? You know, and we profile some of the patients who are here with us today because of Stand Up to Cancer research. Emily Whitehead is adorable. I've known her since she was a little girl. She had lymphoblastic leukemia. When she was 5 years old, she was diagnosed, and she was part of a Stand Up to Cancer clinical trial. She is cancer-free and going to the University of Pennsylvania this fall. We also have a profile of another young mother named Kelly Spill, and she was diagnosed with rectal cancer, and she was part of a clinical trial at Memorial Sloan Kettering. She was treated. She's part of a subset with a particular genetic mutation. She was cured, and she just had her second baby. Honestly, these profiles, these stories, I guarantee you, Alex, they'll make you cry, but happy tears.
Right.
Because it's so wonderful to see people not only, you know, surviving cancer, but really thriving and on their way to long, productive lives.
Well, and, you know, this story for you became really personal when you yourself were diagnosed with breast cancer. In fact, your colleague was filming what was supposed to be a routine exam when this happened. Here's your doctor.
And when I got to that area on ultrasound, what I saw was a mass. And that mass had irregular margins. And I looked at you and I looked at the person who was imaging us, and I said, I think we really need to turn the camera off. I want to speak frankly. So can I stop for a second here?
Pretty dramatic to see that. How are you doing now?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm doing really, really well. In fact, I am sort of living proof of the importance of screening. I couldn't believe it. I mean, stage 1A cancer. So last summer I had a lumpectomy. In the fall I had radiation. And I'm very, very lucky. You know, my husband Jay, as you know, Elex, died of colon cancer in 1998. He was diagnosed just 9 months prior to that with stage 4 metastatic colon cancer. My sister Emily, just a few years later, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and it had metastasized to her liver. And then to be the beneficiary of technology and screening that literally saved my life, I felt so much gratitude but also, again, frustration that so many women and so many people in this country don't necessarily have access to the medical technology and the people who can detect their cancer at a stage where it's most treatable. And that's something that Stand Up to Cancer is also really focused on, that I'm particularly proud of, is reducing health disparities.
Well, let's have a little bit of fun, because while you were out here in LA to check out, or to film Stand Up to Cancer, you also checked out the Taylor Swift concert at SoFi Stadium.
Did.
Here is a pic of you with your daughters, Carrie and Ellie, and you've interviewed Taylor Swift several times over the years, which I think helped you get some really good seats there. I mean, really amazing. I mean, we've got some video that you shot.
I don't know. I think Capital One was pretty helpful too. They sponsored the tour.
Okay. So here's some of the video that you shot. Look how close you are. You could almost touch her. So what was it like? Describe the concert.
Oh my gosh. First of all, she's so incredibly talented and indefatigable, I might add. She performs for 3.5 hours. Her music, I mean, she is sort of the consummate storyteller. For me, seeing her literally grow up before our eyes and talking to her and watching her, she's just an inspiration. And she's such a great role model, I think, for young girls everywhere.
Yeah, it's been quite a time for female empowerment. The Barbie movie just crossed $1 billion at the box office with a strong message about sexism. As someone who may have experienced a little bit of sexism over the years, maybe.
Oh, you think a little here and there.
How do you process this moment in time?
I think it's incredible. I think, you know, culture, entertainment, the arts has such a huge impact on the way we see ourselves. And I also think it's just great to see, you know, people realize that what were once dismissed as chick flicks can be box office gold. So we've got, you know, women make up, what, 50.8 or 50.3% of the population. I should double check that, Alex, because I don't want to have fake news on your channel. But, you know, we're more than half of the population, put it this way. And, you know, and we have a lot of disposable income, and we want art that speaks to us. And I think you're seeing that, and it's incredibly powerful.
All right, we're going to end with something fun. This is called our personal issues game. 30 seconds. First thing that comes to mind. These are some more of your cultural favorites. All right, here we go. Ready? Last TV show you binged?
The Bear.
All-time favorite TV show?
Oh, God. All-time favorite TV show. I don't know. The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, I always often say The Shawshank Redemption or My Brilliant Career with Judy Davis. I love that movie, and it was very formative for me as a young woman.
All right, there we go. We're out of time. But
that's it?
We do want to... It's 30 seconds. You took so long.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. But we want to remind everybody, Stand Up to Cancer telecast next Saturday night. Katie Couric, thank you for being here. And we end with some of the music you provided from the Taylor Swift concert. Your chance to rock out. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Katie, take it away.
Thanks, Alex.